partner with people that have enough integrity and determination to follow through with that change in order to make a difference. A mentality and a spirit that's within the system.
You gotta stand for something. In the boardroom or on the corner, put in a demand for something. Don't just let them do what they want. The people that ran for something. But God's government rules ours. Politicians have influence, but the people have the power. That's the realest truth. This world is fake, it's really vain, and it'll swallow you. So you do what you gotta do and follow through. I'm proud of you. If you can come up and out from the crowd, try the spirit by the spirit, then go beat the devil down. It ain't a lie to you. Most of these people is followers, I ain't gonna lie to you. Most of your heroes is cowards, they ain't gonna ride for you. They just might devour you, let them pat you on your back, but you watch who you give your power to. Only God above got purpose and plans for your life. If you trust in anyone else's, you ain't planning it right. This is revival time. Sound the alarm for street preachers. Cry loud, spare not, and clear the block like street sweepers. One of Jesus' people, power, anointing, and purpose. One that can lead the people. His strongest point is his service. He got them nervous cause he out the box. Slingshot without the rocks. David and Goliath, but he's speaking, then the giant drops. Deep into the blind box. Your hope has been buried, but God is resurrecting dreams. He will revive your spirit. This is revival time. Sound the alarm for street preachers. Speak loud, spare not, and hit the block cause people need you.
Revival. Trench work. Real life. This your boy Gum checking in. All the way from the streets of Backwood to the ATL. Where the streets respect me well. What's up, AB? I've been in revival mode. Real recognize real. If it ain't God, it ain't me. If it ain't Jesus, it ain't right. Let's go!
Strapped up to ride. Suicide mission. You gon' lose your life, but you gon' catch the spirit. This a gospel song. Hope you catch the lyrics. Cause I'm speaking life, and you blessed to hear it. They told me tone it down, be a businessman. I told them Jesus could do way more for me than the business can. So invite me in your boardroom and your system, but no AV ain't coming unless Jesus coming with him. Let's get him. This an overhaul, downsize, layoff. Jesus looking for soldiers who won't turn around for a payoff. Working over 10 years and I ain't never took a day off. Cause this ministry is life and they be watching you from way off. Pray y'all, the deception in the air. It's influencing the culture, it been crept in what we wear. Don't judge a book by the cover, but the heart we must compare. Righteousness is a move, repent and get out there. It's revival time.
Look, bro, look. Okay, look. Let's get this in, man. So look, man, look. I got none other than Mr. A.V. Mitchell in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Empowerment leader, entrepreneur, artist, author. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, look, I'm glad that you on the show, man. Excuse the technical difficulties that we had. You know what I'm saying? But this what I'm doing, man. I just wanted to bring you on to the show, bro. I know you've been doing a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? And say, bro, look, I want to give you your flowers right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Come on, bro.
yeah, this how I'm looking at everything, man. I look at it, bro, like, say, bro, you've been grinding for a minute, man. You know,
Yeah, you know that, man.
yeah, you've been grinding for a minute, bro. You know, I think I first met you, man, through the Decisions tour, and say, bro, and you know, we all used to trip, man. You know, man, with your setups and everything like that, man. Cause bro, you was real professional with everything. You know what I'm saying? And like, I have my little table set up, man, and then I look over there, I'm like, man, hey, we got a whole enterprise over there. You know what I'm talking about? You know, and we was joking with it, but at the same time, you can really see that on you, and you know, and the way that you carried yourself, man, and how you presented your presentation, it was real well, man. So I just want to commend you on that, man. Kudos to you, bro. You know, I mean, you've been doing it for a minute, but look, we gonna talk.
Oh, now with all that doing it for a minute, man.
Say, bro, but I mean, you know, that just showed that your labor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your labor not in vain, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't never stopped. You know what I'm talking about? And bro, and this real talk right now, man. I know sometimes, bro, you know, we don't get we don't get everything that we give. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, real talk.
And so, say, bro, I see your presentation, man. I see what you're doing. I see how your stuff set up, bro, and everything that you've been doing for our culture and for this generation, man. But look, bro, let me get, I'm running my mouth, bro. But look, let's talk about this revival. You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about this video, bro, that we just saw. You know what I'm saying? Where you was cutting up on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta talk about this revival, bro, because, man, when I tell you, it's like just the title itself says it all. So, man, just give us a concept of that, man, and just talk a little bit about the project, man. Now.
All right. Well, first of all, bro, man, I want to appreciate you for the things you just said, because it does mean something. We have been working for a while doing things, and I can tell you, man, any man that's been working and say he don't want somebody to tell him he been doing a good job, he ain't being real with himself, Right. Either that or he's depressed or something ain't right. But everybody wants somebody to pat you on the back at some point. But like I said in the song Revival, let them pat you on the back while you give your power to,
Right.
And so I appreciate that, man. But the song Revival, and first, thank you for everything you've been doing as well. But the song Revival itself, man, God just been dealing with me a lot, man, about different stuff. And this is a interview right here.
Yeah.
He's just been dealing with me about, man, a lot of things like spiritual, man, and things that I'm seeing happen in the natural, and how you can work as much as you can, man, programmatically, politics, all sorts of outreach. But there's nothing that can penetrate a man's soul but the spirit, man.
Come on, man.
So, it been a while, bro. I've been, back from the days when we was like rocking heavy running together, man. We was just at a church, at an outreach center. We was somewhere all the time doing music.
Right.
And whether we had 500 or 5 people in front of us, we was doing the same thing,
Yeah.
And so that's one thing that you and a lot of other cats, man, around here that's been involved in the movement that know about me. I ain't never been about no numbers or nothing, because we always got it out the mud. And if we went somewhere and you people wasn't listening, we was gonna make you listen,
Right.
So
exactly.
The thing with these different things is that you got a lot of efforts that I see, man, that's going on. I ain't gonna just say Baton Rouge City, but some other places as well. And they doing what they can. But like I said, we would work till we got somebody's attention. They really not. I don't see where we doing a good job of getting the people's attention.
Right.
So that's where the whole idea of revival came from. Not the cosmetic part of change, but I'm talking about where the root of it is in your spirit, in your soul.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do a lot of other things, man, but we just got to change that, even politically. So I could go deep into different parts of it.
Yeah.
That's it, man. God was just saying we got to wake some people up. We got a lot of things happening, but we got to wake the church up. We got to get in the streets, because specifically on, like the song, it says, sound the alarm for street preachers. Cry loud, spare not, clear the block, because people need you.
Yeah.
We can have our churches, man, in different locations, and I know churches are definitely needed as far as a house of worship, a place for people to go and congregate. But we got to make sure we reaching the people that we pass up on the way to church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to reach the people who got the church hurt and won't walk into the church. We got to reach the people who the only time they go to church is when they got another motive or something.
Come on.
You just still don't even understand the concept of church, Christianity, Jesus, or anything. And the only way we can do that is by meeting them on their ground, on their turf, or offering salvation to them, offering some type of intervention into their lives in another way, in a way other than our traditional way of doing it, by just saying we meeting at church this Sunday, this Tuesday, or we gonna have this event. Everybody with a changed mind who want to be a part of this show up.
Right.
The thing about it is most people who want the help ain't about to show, or who you need the help ain't gonna show up.
Right.
So what we do then, you understand?
Yeah.
We have a stop the violence rally. We have a stop the violence rally. You think the shooter gonna show up at the rally? You understand?
Right.
The murderers ain't really trying to do that, man. The dudes who slinging, dope on your block, most likely he hiding somewhere. When you say we about to do something, they got to do with change.
Yeah.
But and it don't matter how you make it look. But there's a saying that says people don't care how much you know today, how much you care.
Right.
Exactly. And a foundation or a place that we've concentrated on for discipleship is the table, and there's something personal about that. So, if you really care, you'll bring me to your kitchen table and let's sit down and talk,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Table it in communities, and most of them, that's the block, man,
Yeah, that's it.
So,
that's it. That's where they eat, man.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're right. That's what we eat at.
That's where we eat at, man. That's where we
going.
eat, man. And, that's a phrase that we always used out there, it's like, man, gotta eat, man. And so I just like the whole concept of, at this time, man, 2020 and everything that's been going on, man, it's for such a time as this, it's just so key, man, that you would release this project, man, called Revival, bro. And man, AV, like, say, bro, I know we done had our one-on-ones, man. We done had our talks, bro. And, man, look, we talking about this revival, bro, but that involves a gathering. That involves people coming together, man. That involves unity. So, man, what's your take on unity, man, in the city, man? And us as a collective group of artists and people with gifts and skills, man. What's your take on the unity, man? Is it really unity?
You try to get me in trouble, man.
Hey, bro, it's real talk, though, man.
Yeah.
It's real talk.
Carlos call me on this thing to get me in trouble. All right.
Bro, it's real talk, bro. You can be careful with your words, bro, but at the same time, hey,
it ain't two ways. It ain't two ways to say the truth, man. It is what it is.
It is. Yeah.
So speaking of unity, this is it. I can tell you personally what I decided a while back, man, because I used to be the guy. I wanted to hook up with everybody, man. I wanted to link up with every artist, every person doing something positive. Yeah. And I say your rejection, is your protection, man.
Come on, man. I like that.
Oftentimes, for whatever reasons, it would be decided, you ain't quite made it yet, to be around us. Yeah. You ain't hot enough to be around us. You ain't this. Right. I'm talking about in all sorts of circles, man.
Right.
And I noticed that that the vision with as far as people with, this is speaking about artistry, and right. I think that one thing I noticed, I went to a event and I think it was in Minnesota, man. And it was about a few years ago, and they had like activists from different cities that was there. The event was called Cities United event, and we were in there talking about things that were going on in our different cities. They had people in. It was at least, I believe, one city they had mayors like that from all over the United States, and then they had a lot of representatives from those cities, mostly places that have been impacted by like police shootings and things of that sort. Right. And what I noticed was that what they asked me about and what I responded to, my answers were on what was going on in Baton Rouge. The same thing was happening in other places, right?
Wow.
So I laid a foundation like that. So when I speak on certain things, I ain't gonna just say it's happening in Baton Rouge, because when I reach out to one of my partners in Houston or something, they told me the same stuff be going on there,
Right.
And what it is unity is it's an intentional thing. Unity is not just going to happen. Think about your family. Y'all normally unite on holidays or on funerals,
Come on.
you know, or
Come on.
somebody's birthday or something like that, that's when y'all unite to work together for a common goal. When something is going on, but everybody there that made up their mind, this is what I want to do.
Come on.
So we can't keep saying that we want to unify,
Mm.
but we never set a stage for everybody to come together on. You know?
Wow, wow. Say, bro, that
Yeah,
man, that's one of the reasons, bro, that I started Real Talk.
yeah,
It is because, uh, and I started it small, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the comfort of my home, just saying like, man, look, I'm gonna start this. I'm a, because it's something that I need to say. It's something
yeah,
that I gotta say because one thing I realized, man, that everybody not gonna share their platform.
yeah.
You
Real
know,
talk.
and so what? How I got this, man, is God just showed me, like, man, look, okay, you create the platform, but you stand on me. You stand on my word. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah,
that's it, man. And so that's why it's open. It's open flow for you tonight, man. Because look, AV, man, I'm telling you, like when people can act like they they don't see, but they do see.
mm,
You know what I'm talking
mm,
about? And one of the key things I think, man, is your consistency, man. You know what I'm talking about? When
mm,
you consistent, bro, and persistent. You know what I'm talking about?
mm,
Because man, I can tell you, you know, I look at they have a lot of people, even with the artistry, that have been consistent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And when you consistent, bro, people can act like they not watching, but they watching. I'm gonna tell you one thing: I'm watching.
yeah.
I'm watching,
And you
man.
know if you watching, you know if I'm watching, you know other people watching. Why everybody see this but you? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So
right, right.
yeah, that trips me out, man.
Hey,
But I ain't
hey,
even yeah.
hey, man. But the thing is, though, bro, is what I really, you know, my heart's desire. What I really want to see, man, is a person like yourself, people that's been doing this, man, and really take it serious with what they're doing in their craft and whatever field that they're laboring in. I want to see them prosper, man. I want to see them be able to do the things that they have in their heart to do. You know what I'm talking about, man? Because man, we doing this, man. God give us these talents and gave us these abilities, man, bro. I can go to so many, man. I can scroll down on your Facebook page, bro, just by itself, man, and look at all of the stuff that you've been doing as far as being showing leadership, man. Uh,
Mm,
Speaking to this generation, you know, not just talking about it, being about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I was reading today, man, in the word about, you know, people can say I love you, but it ain't about you saying I love you, it's about you showing that you love a
mm,
person. You know what I'm saying? And that's some
yeah,
other slang we used to do, like, man, they show love today. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So people can really say AV show love. You know, versus
Mm,
somebody just sitting back here saying, man, or sending a text saying I love you. People can really say AV show love because your actions spoke. You understand?
and
So
bro, I can tell you, bro, and man, I'll tell you, if there's any artist, especially now this is a person speaking to our city. If there's any artist here that I ain't show love to, you jump in my inbox right now, screenshot it. You understand? Let me know. Call me
right.
out on that. And say, hey, you did something you ain't show no love. You understand?
Yeah.
Bro, I hit somebody up, two people up. Like I think it was like yesterday. Come on, man.
Uh-huh.
I hit two
Uh-huh.
people up yesterday and told them we need to go ahead and like hook up and get something done, man.
Right.
Bro, I try to patronize people. Not even all the time. I mean, they even be something that I'm totally interested in. But I patronize folks, man, just to show love and things of that sort. And just like you said, and to show that unity, man, 'cause I think it is intentional, and I know it has to be something that's understood. And this is the other area of unity I didn't say that I wanted to say. I think about when it comes to war, man. Like the military. The military is one big unit, right? They they
Mm-hmm.
they all united, but you have different platoons, right?
Come on.
You have different the names of the different sets of men that go out to the war at whatever point that they call upon to get things done. Now, all of them work together,
Mm.
but they've decided that this set of guys works for this reason, this set of guy works for this reason, this
Right.
set of guy works for this reason, but they are under the same umbrella, right? And
Right.
that caused me to see unity in another way. And I've noticed that at times, man, some folks that I may have been intentionally trying to unify with, I wasn't supposed to be rocking with them in that way. You
Right.
understand?
Right. Right.
Because we're about the same, we got the same end result. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? We
Right.
own the same we got the same vision of what that looks like,
Mm-hmm.
but our mission within it is different.
Right.
And if we can decide, and this is something that I mean, I guess we just have to be educated on that. Even as far as music, man, we might knock each other sometimes. Real talk, we'll knock
Real
each other
talk. Real talk.
because they do traditionally, right?
Right.
You traditional artists, or some traditional artists that knock a rapper. You understand?
Right.
Like, why are you knocking a rapper? All has got the same mission. You in the church and at these other events you do. We in the streets at the youth conference. You understand?
Right. Right.
All are serving different people. That don't make you more important than me, or more important than me. That don't make me irrelevant. Actually, really, the mamas and stuff that's at your event is bringing their kids to my event. You feel me?
Right.
Both
Right.
of them in the car. So
Right.
don't not support another person or clown them and act like they not what it is. And we just have to have that appreciation and that understanding. Get rid of all this the superiority and things of that sort, man, and respect people's gifts that God has blessed them with, and understand that just because it ain't me don't mean it ain't right. You know,
Right.
it doesn't have to fit exactly in how you look. And man, and this, like you say, man, that consistency, a lot of this stuff just came through time, man, with me meeting good people and even going to different churches, man, like, you know, whether it be a black church, a white church, a Hispanic church, an Asian church, whatever it is, and figuring out that, man, like, an ignorant mind will look at them and say they don't know how to praise God. You know,
Wow.
ignorant mind will look at them and say they lost. You understand?
Yeah.
But they saying Jesus in a different language or something, or they are on. So they giving reverence to God, but they praise just look different or something. But we should show that appreciation, and we learn that, and we should especially learn that within our culture, man. It just moving around and being cultured, bro. With how people show their love for God is one thing. I say just help me to grow, and to the point where I rock with you, and as long as I see you love God, like you say, real recognize real for the most part with that, man.
Yeah.
And I'll talk forever on here, so go ahead and ask a question or something.
Nah, man. But hey, man, I saw, man. When I checked out some of your info, man, I saw that you recently you had an interview, man, on 92Q Nashville, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, what kind of how the interview went on that end, man. I know Nashville, man. That's just like, I've been in Nashville when I was on the secular side. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like the center of a lot of music, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so when you hit in that area like that, you know what I'm talking about? That's a good area for stuff to spread. You know what I'm saying? For music to spread and to do things like that, man. So, because you've been on that side, you've been on radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been on TV. You know what I'm talking about? Out every arena. You know what I'm talking about? And dominating in those arenas. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, it's a good skill set that you have, man, as far as your resume right now, bro. You know what I'm talking about? If I was trying to get a job working for AV, man, my resume ain't gonna match up right now, you know? Nah, but I'm just, it's really not about, the accolades and the different things like that, man. But I'm just putting this out there on this platform, man, because you have been laboring and you have been doing a lot for the culture and for the body, man, and for the community, bro. And we just want to commend you for that right now, man. And we appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you've been doing, man. I'm talking about from your relationship with teachers, with authority in the state, everything, man. We just appreciate everything that you've been doing, man. Just in case somebody hadn't told you that, I want you to hear this from Carlos Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Right now, bro, that I appreciate you, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Man, look, glory to God, bro,
Yeah.
man. I tell you, man, man that don't want that say he don't want people to say he appreciated at some point he lying, man. But it's like how things come full circle, man. You spoke about that interview in Nashville. Guess what the topic of that conversation was? Um, it was Christian artists and activism was a topic of that conversation.
Wow.
And, and activism is one thing, man. I do certain things, bro. I'm just led by God with it, bro. If God showed me something, I'm crazy enough to do it, and then just see what the end result is. As long as He happy with me, I'll be straight,
Right, right, right.
So, so with actually, man, we was doing some work out there, man, for the protest. Actually, I saw your pastor was out there, man, on the side of the street set up. I got a photo from way back when with him over there. We on Facebook Live, because one thing that I did in that atmosphere, bro, I told them on that interview. I said when I went places there, I knew that people's voices was gonna be loud. I knew I was gonna end up at some point getting beside somebody that was either saying something wrong or doing something possibly violent or just something that wasn't kingdom, right? So I made sure that I spoke as much as I could in those places with my voice, body language, everything, man. Like I would wear shirts out there that intentionally had a message on it that spoke to Christianity, to my belief in God, that gave hope as one way. Like if you came out there and you just took a picture of dudes, you wasn't gonna miss this shirt right here. You're gonna wait till somebody stepped in front of me. You understand?
Right, right.
Or if there's somebody out here in these areas of distress and they needed help, if they was trying to identify something other than trying to see who look preachy or who look like they got a relationship with God, they hey, I got a good chance of getting a message from this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check out. But man, they asked me that about Christianity and Christian artists, and it made me happy, honestly, and it brought some things full circle, bro. Because what happens is, bro, sometimes we'll do things that God tells us to do, and it'll be easier for us not to do it. You know, it'll be more comfortable for us not to do it.
Right.
So I had to walk out in an arena where I knew some folks didn't like it. Like when I started doing certain things in regards to addressing some everyday issues, like some stuff with politics and different things of that sort. But when I did these things, from a certain perspective, it's like from a godly perspective, but it was like real talk. Some people, that I knew in the church community drew back from me because I wasn't being Jesus enough. You understand? It ain't seem like I ain't had that old sold out music, at that time or nothing. But what happened, bro, was I was shedding light in dark places, right? So the light is no good unless it's in a dark place.
Come on.
So if we just keep putting lights around each other, it's gonna get hot, but it ain't making the situation better. It's just getting hot up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not providing a path for nobody to go down. So that's what God would do, man, is allow me to be in different spaces, and still maintain my integrity in those spaces. Still be able to just to function, man, and give Him glory. Now I ain't gonna say it wouldn't be rough sometimes. I ain't gonna say I done been in these spaces and I did everything right every time. Nah. It was a learning process. Stop, Mike.
Yeah.
It was a learning process while I was doing these things, bro. But had I not done that, that may have looked contrary to what God's assignment was on my life at that time. I wouldn't have been able to witness different people, bro. And I wouldn't have been able to provide the insight that I can provide now and speak as a not just a Christian artist, but as a man of God that can tell you about how it is being on the other, that can actually speak to somebody in activism, and they could give me that point of view, and I can say, okay, I hear everything you're saying, bro, but this right here, you need this though, you can say all this stuff about the church, but I can tell you about the church. And I can say why the church should be involved in this. I can tell you what the church would be able to do or what believers could do within that. And I can tell you from experience, man.
Yeah.
It's I've seen all the stuff come full circle, bro.
Come on, come on, man. Say, bro, and you said, man, you said something, about the music earlier. And sometimes, we get rejected because it's not churchy enough. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in that situation too. Where it's like, you'll set and it made me feel some kind of way at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, man, I don't want to have to adjust my stuff to fit a certain mold. When and like you were talking about, we were talking about earlier about the military. Different platoons. Some of us, the word of God talked about us being of certain folds, man. You know what I'm saying? And some of us, man, might not be of that fold. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And a wise man of God said something, told me about that, man. Maybe trying to fit in sometime, and man, you may not be of that fold. And we just of a different fold, cut from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? In order to do what we need to do. But man, with that interview, everybody, you get a chance. I don't know if it's available. They can go check the interview out or whatever, man. What could they go to and check the interview?
It's on my IG, man. They go to my IG story. It's over there. And man, it's crazy. You have to watch how you put out stuff sometimes, man. Man, I put it on IG story for my intentional folks that want to check it out on IG, right? Man, platforms are different. Some folks will roll by your stuff, they'll check it. They don't never show no love. They don't show no nothing. So, I'm gonna keep it G. If it's a music video, I'll probably put it out on my Facebook because most people gonna check it out. They gonna like it. They gonna share it. They gonna show some love or whatever. You understand?
Right.
Certain stuff for the learners and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
Put the stuff out, but so like I put it there so I can identify, because this is it. There's a lot of my life I don't even put out there on these social media sites. I'm on social media basically for one reason, bro. That's to inspire, empower, ignite people. I'm telling you. You understand?
That's it.
It's intentional. So even if I post something on there with me and my son, I'm sharing the experience that we've had in the car or wherever we was going, or what we was doing. But at the same time, I want to inspire a dad, that's with his son. I want to inspire a dad that left the house to go back to his son. All this stuff is done intentionally, man. Like if I do a song like Revival or whatever, that song is to it is a song that's supposed to be like that rhythm for that culture, for those people to God can be speaking to somebody about the same thing I'm saying, but I'm putting something out there in a way that they can hear it to affirm the word that God already gave them. And that happens a lot, man, when certain things happen. And I don't expect 1 million people to respond, bro, but it might be 10, it might be 100 of them out there that God telling me to say something to. And I was speaking to some guys out in the community in St. Francisville the other day, and I let them know, man, that a lot of issues that are going on in the community, it's not really about all of them. It'd be great if all of them would change their lives and be the leaders and take everyone around them to the next level. But sometimes it takes some influencers, bro. It takes some guys that's scared to stand up, and it takes somebody to speak into them and to tell, the king, to call out the king in them, to tell them to stand up, to tell them to be about their father's business, to tell them to be a man. And just to look them out of the eye and say, I know who you're rocking with, but you don't need to be rocking with them, bro. You built different. You understand?
Yeah.
And they built in a way that's insignificant, but it's like, but y'all assignment's just different. So sometimes some of your friends may fall because you won't stand up and do what you're supposed to do.
Man.
I mean, you might supposed to lead, and they might supposed to be the person to keep you on track because you a leader, but you can't carry all this, you can't occupy all this stuff. So your dude might be the best person with holding you accountable, but he might not be no leader. You understand?
Right.
But But he's so important because he can hold you accountable and he can make sure you handle your business right. But he don't know which direction to go. You understand?
Right, right.
Just letting them know some of the things that we suffer some things we suffer from in our communities, bro.
Yeah.
Um, it's because of it's just because of our leadership, and we can't put that
Right.
leadership just on the pastors. We can't just put that on the pastors because you got some pastors, man, and their congregation might not even come from their community, but they in that community. You understand?
Right.
And I ain't this and I ain't knocking nothing like that, but it's just a fact. There's some churches where the people they migrate from other places and come and fill the church up, but you might have 10, 15% of the community that go to the church. So
Right.
in that place, you can't expect this church that's the pillar of your community to really be reaching everybody around the block. You understand?
Right. Right.
The mayor can't just go talk to this church when they want to get a message out to the community. If they do, it's falling on deaf ears. Because nobody in the community, ain't nobody rocking with the pastor like that.
Come on,
So
man.
it's a need for us to get in the streets. And not saying the pastor ain't doing his job, but it's that and the other. Because really, it's our job to get out here, disciple, bring them to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
We
Right.
bringing them to the person.
Right.
We bringing them to the spiritual hospital, setting them before him. That's what we doing. He come up there every Sunday. He preaching and teaching to them.
Yeah.
Doing
Yeah.
everything he need to do as a shepherd.
Yeah.
But and that's what the whole revival deal about, and why is angled at the streets. Because back in the day, bro, when I first got saved, man, I say I was with a deacon at our church, man. We would go out in the streets and we minister, bro. We go up through Dixon, we walk up and down the street,
Huh.
and we
Come on.
ministered over there.
Come
You
on.
understand?
Yeah.
In the other area where we went to, we walked the street, we ministered. Man,
Man.
look, when I was at Southern, man, look, before I got in a stable relationship and I was dating, man, and I'm like, hey, we chilling. I'm trying to be cool, but I still want to know what you know.
Right. Right.
Hey, they cut some of my relationship short, but
Yeah. 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 Hey, bro.
like, hold up, man.
Say, bro.
When I start more about just man, about people and just righteousness and different things. And the reason why we need to reach everybody, man. And that's just take some weight off the pastor getting these streets, man, and populate the church, bro.
Yeah, man. Because, bro, it's so much that's going on, man, with this generation, and I see it. I see it with my kids, man, and it's so many people of influence that are out there. You know what I'm talking about? And man, it's to try to navigate through that, man, and stand out in the crowd, man. Like I say, bro, I commend you, man, with everything that you're doing, everything that you got going on. We see. I took some photos, man. You know what I'm saying? That I said, man, look, let me go ahead and share this, man. I want to talk about this, man, because look, bro, you did an interview, man, on here, on this the with God experience, bro. You did an interview on here, man, with one of my favorite singers of all times, Leandria Johnson, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Tell me a little bit about that, man, because she won, man. It's something about when this girl sang for me. She touched my soul. You know what I'm talking about? That's one of my favorites, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, man, run it with me, bro. This real talk. You talking to your boy, bro. Just let me know how that was, man.
Yeah, let me live vicariously through your interview for a moment. Okay, it was awesome, man. I tell you, like when you in front of any star, you kind of on pins and needles at first because you don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
You don't know how down to earth they are.
Right.
Because some people just made it. They wasn't their character, this, that, and the other. They just got viral. They just had a talent and they made it.
Right.
But you got some people who did work and take the long way around or the rough side of the mountain, and they learned how to actually deal with and love on people, even though they're in a position, of popularity or fame where they don't necessarily have to all the time, right?
Right.
But her, man, she got a beautiful spirit, bro. She one of the realest people you want to meet, you know.
Wow, wow.
Um, and approaching that interview, the vibe I got from her, man, was just she just wanted to know I was real.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, for I'm
Okay,
serious. And that
okay.
is she wants to really, you know, just about to, you know, talk to her, ask her some serious, or get some serious questions, not being messy, none of that. And that I just wanted to, you know, just build her up while she builds up the people, her audience. And
Right.
once we got that barrier and she felt me out that I was good with that,
Yeah.
man, she, hey, it was a go. You understand?
Yeah,
When we
yeah,
got,
yeah.
she told me thank you. You know.
Wow,
So,
wow.
that's it, bro. So yeah, she everything she said on with her music, bro. The her being real and all that stuff. And that's the
Yeah.
thing about being real. When you real, uh, it, I put it like this. People say, you know, one of the worst things I've heard quoted, one of the wrongest things I've heard quoted was, "It don't cost nothing to keep it real."
Hmm.
Man, it costs you everything to keep it real.
You right
I'm
about
telling
that
you.
one. You right about that.
Most of the people that you talk to, especially in certain positions, they ain't real. They're gonna
Mm,
tell you what you want to hear. They're gonna tell you what's politically correct. They're gonna tell you
mm.
um, what it's gonna take to get through the moment, but they ain't really being real with you. You understand?
Yeah.
And see, for her, what I've seen through her life is a lot of her. The things that people have made a mockery of her out of, and all that stuff, is just her being real. You know.
Yeah.
And when you meet her, you can see that,
Mm.
and that's just a path to take right there, man. Some of the
Right.
most real, and God done blessed me, man, to be around all kind of people, bro. Like, man, I wasn't, you know, this dude out here thugging, beating people up, stealing stuff, killing people, all this. But
Yeah.
man, God done blessed me to build relationships, man, with some of the best and the worst people in the world, bro. I'm
Come
serious.
on. Come on. That's it,
And
man.
it's all based on being real. These people, man, they some of them have done some ridiculous stuff, man. But the fact that they can talk to you and know that it's sincere,
Yeah.
they want to rock with you. They don't care how much money you got, none of that stuff. They want to rock with you. The fact they can talk to you, they can know that it's sincere.
Wow.
So just that sincerity, bro, and that realness, and not putting ourselves above people because of what we think they may or may not have. And that was a street lesson. I learned that a long time ago. I
Yeah.
was on Plank Road, bro. I was about 19, 20.
Mm.
I was on Plank Road on fire, man, out there on the street, in the street. I was out front of a liquor store
Come on.
on witnessing to somebody.
Come on.
And I walked up to a dude. The dude was you know, just he dude that be on in front of the liquor store all the time. I don't know if he was homeless or what, but he, you know, he looked like
Yeah.
it. And you know, I'm witnessing the people. I'm witnessing the people that look like they're worthy of being witnessed to. You understand?
Yeah. 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 That's it. That's how it looked.
You know,
Yeah.
I done stepped all over him. I didn't gave my little thing I had in my hand to this dude and talked to this person. Hey man, bro, you know, so how you living, man? When you go to church at? I'm running it. Bro, approached me. He was like, "Hey, man, why you ain't talk to me?"
Come on, man.
I was like, uh, bro. Dude read my book, man. He told me
Yeah. Yeah.
he didn't know, and I
Say,
was like, golly. Just all it takes, man, is to really this ministry walk, man, is keeping it real with people, bro. God will do some things with you.
yeah, man, he will, bro, and by just being genuine, man, and that's what it's all about. Keep it real. That's why I call this real talk, man, because if you can't tell somebody how you really feel, bro, you can't tell a person what's really on your mind. You can't open up. You can't talk to them. It ain't being real, bro. It's being fake. You know what I'm saying? And so we ain't got no time for being fake, man. We got to be real with everything, and people can see when you real. They can see it. You know, like you said earlier, real respect real, or real recognize real. You know, and so man, look, bro, man. I know we could talk, bro. We can go on and on for hours and hours in here, man, because it's so much. Like, man, we might have to do a part 2 because I ain't got enough. I don't have enough time for to get AV in on and talk about everything that AV doing, man. You know what I'm saying, with the time frame that I got for this little segment. You know what I'm talking about? But
Man,
this.
look. Look, before you go, let me when you throw the ball back to me, I'm gonna tell them how they can connect with me to figure out, what I'm doing, so they can just get connected with the new wave, man.
Okay.
What's happening now?
All right.
You want me to shoot it?
Yeah, shoot it, man.
All right, that's what it is. Man, so they can actually text me, bro. Text the words with God. It's one word though. It's WITHGOD. It's one word. Text with God to 474747. It's 347 now. Look, text with God to 474747. With God is one word, like I said. And then and from there, man, I'll be able to keep you updated with all the things that's going on. Like I'm not gonna, like back in the day, I would throw every single thing I was doing out on Facebook and do all that stuff. And it was good, man. The hustle was exciting. It's always been exciting for me to make something out of nothing, man, or to be in a position where it's like I'm at a deficit, and for me to have to, come up out that thing, or to be in an underdog situation and end up being in a better situation. That type of stuff excites me. So I ain't never really worried about building or being doubted. Once I got past it in my mind, I was fine. But I want to work more intentionally with people who actually do want to support different things that I'm doing. And I would rather work with and build with them people more so than trying to qualify my voice with everybody on the internet,
Right. So that's you said it's 4747?
It's 474747. It's 347.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get that up on the screen, man, and make sure we got that situated for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Text with God.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Text with God to 474747. And tomorrow I got an interview, man, with my dude J Bab from Houston. We're gonna knock that out tomorrow. I think tomorrow evening, probably around about this time too. I got an event, man, with a sister of mine from here on the 19th, bro, that I'm hosting. I'm gonna be there for probably about an hour because I'm gonna have to shoot out and go somewhere else. But she gonna get on me too because I ain't sent her my bio yet. But other than that, man, it's a lot of different things that's happening. Like I say, the show shows out with God, and it's been a work in progress, man. Because of some things that I decided to go deeper on certain issues, man. As soon as I started doing that, bro, I started getting attacked, man, by different things, and so I'm having to press through that. Talk to a couple of advisors. Gave me some spiritual insight as well as just some more better business insight on how to move forward with that. So we got the music, we got with God, and then I got some other things that street preaching. We coming back, man. We about to do some other events around the city, and I'm building with some brothers at this time too, man. We've been real intentional about how we move because we want to make sure everything is authentic, and we want to make sure that it's sustainable. Just trying to make real change, but we got enough hype out here, man. We need some change that's gonna be here. We need to build some people, bro. Like I said, I'd rather run with a solid 100, man, than run with 100,000.
Right. Support my people, man. AV, Mr. AV Mitchell, none other, the one and only. And man, we just we commend you, man. Thank you for tuning in or coming in here on Real Talk, man. Chopping it up with me, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. I know we got some work that we gonna have to do eventually. You know what I'm saying? And hey, bro, look, man. Before I go, bro, man, I still got this cut, man. I still got this cut we did, bro. Don't think I slipped on it. Don't think I was sleeping on it, bro. And sometimes you be trying to wait for perfect timing, man, but there's no such thing as perfect timing.
Yeah.
And you just gotta release it. You gotta go with it. And man, as long as you stay, in God's path, you know what I'm saying? You stay on that path, man, and you continue doing what you're doing, man. I see nothing but success for you in the future, man. And we just honored, man. We just glad to have you on. But man, look, we about to get into these videos, bro.
Okay.
And we gonna let this video play. And I saw you. You know, I gotta commend you for something else before I go to, man. I heard you go into to daddy mode while you was on the interview. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have to do that sometime too, bro. I saw you go into daddy mode on the interview, bro. I'm talking about just like, man, you was right back in it. Boom. Hey.
Yeah. Yo, look, he got my hat, waving my hat. I'm like, man, what you doing, bro?
Come on, bro.
He
But
done
man,
been with doing some ministry on stages, bro, performing and speaking. The radio station. He be with me everywhere I go, bro. I'm serious. Most places. And bro, so I'm like, you know better. Chill out. You understand?
Yeah. So man, you know, I know. I said we was gonna get off of here, but before we go, bro, I just want you to talk to me a little bit before we get into the video. How is it, you know, being a father and doing this at the same time? You know what I'm saying? How is it, you know, with the as far as the effect? I know, man, when a son just see their dad doing some things, bro. I'm talking their parents in general. But man, I remember this, bro. I was like, just say when my wife got her car, she got this car, man, that she wanted, and man, AV, bro, I was going to all these places, bro, and I was working at the plant. I had a good job, you know what I'm saying, and I was going to all these places, and everybody was telling me like, oh man, your credit, you know what I'm saying, it's not good enough. You gonna need a cosigner, or you gonna need this, you gonna need that. And so, man, we coming back from New Orleans, man. We go over onto Seagan Lane, pull into the Honda dealership. I go into there. My wife just said to pull over. We go into there, man, and it's a guy that knew me from the secular music that I was doing. He knew me from the streets. And he got, man, you know, I went in there, man. I told him my situation. I said, man, look, I've been here, I've been there. Look, I'm trying to do this. We need to get this, such and such. So I went in there, man. He knew me. So he was talking to the other salesman. He was like, man, look, take care of my boy. So the guy kept saying, well, man, if you know him, you know, you just go ahead. We both, you know, we're going to be straight. You just take care of him. So to make a long story short, he took me to the finance guy, bro. He had told the guy about me. He's like, man, I used to run with him back in the day, man. This dude was such and such. And all of the stuff that I had did from back then, it spoke for me right now, you know, at that point in time. And so the finance guy sat back and he looked at me and he said, man, you know what, bro? He said, my guy told me about you. He said, but he said, look, he said, he told me about you, man, but you gotta we gotta start looking out. We gotta start helping each other. And so, man, I ended up going to that place, bro. And where all these other places was telling me I needed somebody or I didn't have enough, this guy was able to get me this car for my wife. And I ended up being the co-signer for it. And I was like, how can I go from needing a co-signer to becoming a co-signer?
Yeah.
And bro, when I got in the car, my boys were just sitting in the back seat, man. And they just was staring at me.
Come on, bro.
Bruh, you don't know what that did for me, because it was like, man, daddy did that. You know what I'm talking about? So I know how that stuff, you know, how it make you feel, bro, as a father sometime, bro. So I just wanted to get your take on that before we get into the video, man, with, you know, with parenting and doing the things that you do, man.
Look, man, that feeling you talking about, man, is one of the best feelings in the world, man.
Yeah.
For you to accomplish something. Like if I'm helping my son do something and he can't figure it out, and then I do it, and then he like Dad, you did that? You know, don't even say it.
Yeah.
You can just look at him and he just astounded, man. He blown away.
Wow.
And then sometimes when he'll be trying something and I know he can do it if he just try a little bit harder. And he, you know, kids, man, kids honest. They'll tell you I can't do it because he really believe he can't do it.
Right.
And then telling me, man, do it again. And
Yeah.
then, about that second or third time you get it, then you look at me with that surprise, of like, oh, I did it.
Yeah.
And bro, I look at moments like that, bro, and that make me wonder, man, how any man could ever leave his kid's son, bro.
Wow.
And I'm
Wow.
telling you, like, it's been some things, bro, in life that I could have taken advantage of in some type of way, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't, for the sake of being here with my son.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sometimes, man, I could have just been in some situations. Well, I've been in some situations where I could have just went left. You understand?
Yeah.
But I chose to go right, for him. You understand?
Right.
And because sometimes, man, even the purpose that God then put on our life and the people He's divinely placed us around and the vision He gave you just won't keep you, bro. That's one of my messages I tell folks, man. You gotta have a why. You gotta
Come on.
have something to
Come on.
keep you when you don't want to keep yourself.
Come on, man. Come on,
So,
bro. Say,
and
bro.
that's my son has done that for me a lot, bro. But as far as just him with doing music and navigating in all these spaces, bro, it's like, man,
Hmm.
I've had very few people, I would say, in my intimate circle of running around, doing events and stuff like that. But if you ask them, if I go somewhere and they gonna accept me, they gonna accept you too.
Right.
You it's very rare that it's gonna happen where they gonna let me in and they ain't gonna let the people in that's with me.
All right. Come on. It's real talk.
So if I'm going somewhere, man, like I spoke for some people on an occasion, like with like political stuff or whatever. You can have all these people out here. I got the pictures for it, man. You got these people out here in suits, holding their cocktails, doing whatever they doing at this
Yeah.
outside event. And I'm dropping in to say my piece and leave. I got my son on my hip. You understand?
Right.
I'm holding he right there. The radio stuff and all that thing, man. I appreciate them for the time they allowed me to bring my son in the studio while I was doing my show.
Come on,
And
man.
it because of maybe he was just with me that time, or maybe his mom was busy, whatever it was. But I intentionally, man, just kept him with me, and for that reason, like when you went in that place, as well, where you was trying to get that vehicle, and
Right.
he was able to be granted access because of the doors that your partners used to rock with had went through. You understand?
Right.
Need my son to be granted access to some stuff because of some things that I've done. You understand? So
That's it.
moving so he could be so I could open them doors for him to get through. Because honestly, I ain't had nobody to open them doors for me like that, man.
Man, that's good, man.
I ain't come from a generation of preachers, pastors, none of that. I ain't come from a generation of politicians, business owners. For the record, none of that. So every door you see me walk through, bro, it's because my mom done raised me right. My dad they taught me to stay, they taught me to stay out of jail, don't get locked up. You understand?
Come on.
But the basics, but everything else, bro, was through favor and work ethic, man, and just God blessing. None of that stuff. I ain't have a golden key to none of this, man, and I want to make sure that he could have access to things for that reason. And then I noticed I see some guys in their profession, and I talked to some dude, that they might build houses, and then you find out his daddy used to build houses. You
Right.
dig?
Right.
You find some dude, they might be a lawyer, but his daddy was a judge, or different things like that. And Carlos, man, shoot, a lot of us ain't had that. So
Right.
I believe that my son probably eventually end up being in an avenue that has to do with speaking, music, being behind the camera, holding the mic, one of the two.
Right.
Because since he been born, he's 6'9", but since he been born, that's all he been seeing me do, or going with me to do. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't fortunate enough to have that path laid out in front of me, where I could walk with my dad through all them steps. He was there when he could, did what he could, but that I ain't had that experience. But I believe being able to expose my son to that, that's really what that looks like. So how
Wow.
you may pose that question. What's it like being an artist, doing different things, and having a son,
Yeah.
a younger son. That's what it looked like, bro.
That's what it
Giving him
look
a
like.
wing hat, taking the places we ain't go.
Come on, man. Say, bro, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it in a nutshell, man. And say, bro, that's this. Hey, bro, this was real. This was real good talk, real talk, man. Because as you people can see, everybody out here who watching, man, this man right here has got a lot inside of him, man. He got a good heart. He got a heart for God, man. He got a heart for people. And I've been seeing his labor of love for throughout the years that I've been knowing him. And so man, go and support him. This my people, AV. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the number on here to text. You text with God 4747 4747 4747. It's 3 47s.
Oh yeah.
So man, we gonna get into this video, this revival video, man.
Yeah.
And say, bro, thank you for being on Real Talk, man. I'm your host, man, Carlos Vaughn, bro. And you know, this Real Talk, man, I've been in here with my boy AV, man. And I'm out, man. Y'all check this video. Y'all go to all social digital platforms, man. Go get it. Go support it. Don't just go buy it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Support my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? So we out, man. This Real Talk with your boy Carlos Vaughn, man.
About that change, and then you hopefully you partner with people that have enough integrity and determination to follow through with that change in order to make a difference. A mentality and a spirit that's within the system.
You gotta stand for something in the boardroom or on the corner. Put in a demand for something. Don't just let them do what they want. The people that ran for something. But God's government rules ours. Politicians have influence, but the people have the power. That's the realest truth. This world is fake, it's really vain, and it'll swallow you. So you do what you gotta do and follow through. I'm proud of you. If you can come up and out from the crowd, try the spirit by the spirit, then go beat the devil down. It ain't a lie to you. Most of these people is followers, I ain't gonna lie to you. Most of your heroes is cowards, they ain't gonna ride for you. They just might devour you, let them pat you on your back, but you watch who you give your power to. Only God above got purpose and plans for your life. If you trust in anyone else's, you ain't planning it right. This is revival time. Sound the alarm for street preachers. Cry loud, spare not, and clear the block like street sweepers. One of Jesus' people. Power, anointing, and purpose. One that can lead the people. His strongest point is his service. He got them nervous cause he out the box. Slingshot without the rocks. David and Goliath, but he's speaking, then the giant drops. Deep into the blind box. Your hope has been buried, but God is resurrecting dreams. He will revive your spirit. This is revival time. Sound the alarm for street preachers. Speak loud, spare not, and hit the block cause people need you.
Revival. Trench work. Real life. This your boy Vaughn checking in. All the way from the streets of Backwood to the ATL. Where the streets respect me well. What's up, AB? I've been in revival mode. Real recognize real. If it ain't God, it ain't me. If it ain't Jesus, it ain't right. Let's go.
Strapped up to ride. Suicide mission. You gon' lose your life, but you gon' catch the spirit. This a gospel song. Hope you catch the lyrics. Cause I'm speaking life, and you blessed to hear it. They told me tone it down, be a businessman. I told them Jesus could do way more for me than a business can. So invite me in your boardroom and your system, but no AV ain't coming unless Jesus coming with him.